Hello, it's Saggy Joe again.
A farmer
I played it
pushed
by accident.
too
I
far.
played it by accident. My bad. So this is a video that I saw a while back, and I've always wanted to comment on it. That's what I'm doing now. So, title is "Farmer Who Flipped Car Off His Land Found Not Guilty of Criminal Damage." ITV News, which is great news because I saw the video initially, so I was really worried that the farmer would be punished. But let's see what happens with this video. I'll just play the clip now. And for context, this farmer basically flipped this guy's car. He did ask the gentleman to move his car, but the gentleman assaulted him, and so this is the last resort that the farmer came up with. And it's become an issue, especially in the countryside, where because people see such huge acres of land, they think that they can just park their car anywhere and no one's gonna caught. But private property is property wherever you go, no matter where you go. So you should be respecting the boundaries that are established because of that reason. So with that out of the way, let's start the video. As soon as my shitty laptop.
Robert Hooper says this was his last resort to protect himself and his home. One of the car's passengers tries to stop him. But Mr.
I just want to comment on the passenger trying to kick a fucking heavy equipment machinery. Um, Unless you're fucking Hitman Lee, you will not accomplish anything, especially when you're shirtless and you're just wearing flip flops. And by the way, the band I'm pretty sure is recording, so he must think he's some kind of alpha as well. But there's nothing more beta than having your car flipped over to the side and basically getting penetrated to no end. The car itself is experiencing some kind of BDSM experience.
Had enough, forcing the car off his drive, left there as the owner and his friends drank in the sun. The jury today decided this was reasonable force used to defend his property after hearing that moments before this footage, he was punched when he asked the driver to move it himself. As the fourth-generation farmer and his wife left court, a moment of relief. Mr. Hooper was found not guilty of dangerous driving or causing criminal damage.
Okay, I have no idea if any of the actual video was recorded. So
instead, his friends say he dealt with a growing issue of people mistreating.
Oh, this is a very important part of the clip, so I'm just gonna keep it in, and then I'll just try to see if it can reverse back to the actual forklift thing.
The countryside
gives people a picture that what life can be like when you live in quite a remote place. And please come and enjoy it. We want you to enjoy it, but with a bit of respect.
It just shows that these people can't just come and cause trouble in the area and get away with it.
So what happens if we don't get some result like this? We could expect a lot more of such like to happen.
Something, though, this farmer hopes will never happen again.
That's a very important comment by the other gentleman, that last gentleman. This sets a precedent, especially if you don't do anything to protect the farmer in this case. Because if this was allowed to happen, then there's no accountability for those people who are trespassing. And crimes are only as effective as they are enforced, right? So if you allow I guess it would be the defendant, right? No, the prosecution. If you allow the prosecutor to get the damages from here, then they'll never learn, and neither will the community. Neither will the community at large. 40 million people watch this. Hopefully, there are people in the area that these guys live in. And if you look in this case, the video is basically like this. Let me mute it so I can kind of talk about it because it's too slow when I full screen it. So he flips over the car and he runs over. Well, I don't know if he runs over the guy, but he kind of shoves him down because it's a fucking forklift. Like, you're not getting away with any of that. So there's a lot of damaged pieces dragged onto the road, and honestly, good for the farmer. It's not hard to be a decent person. It's just easier to be a douchebag because it's lazier, requires less energy, because you actually have to have some kind of morals to become to be a douchebag. It's too hard to hold them up sometimes. I'm pretty sure I have my moments where I'm just like, I'm really wavering right now. So I'm gonna side with the farmer 100%. I will never side with someone who not only you can resolve this peacefully. The man asked you to move your fucking car, right? And your first thing, your first reaction, your instinct was to give him the good old 1-2, not try to knock the guy out, right? And I'm almost 100% sure you're probably drinking. You probably thought it was funny. I can guarantee you, the gentleman in question, the shirtless one, he looks like one of those alpha bros. He was probably laughing at the farmer because the farmer looks like he doesn't look like I mean, I'm not gonna say he looks like some kind of like beast mode farmer with ripped six packs. He just looks like your regular old Joe who's just trying to live their life and provide for not only the family but their neighborhood, their community, and their country. You have no idea how important farmers are to the continued establishment of your country. Without food, there's nothing. It was like there's no point in having a house if there's no food. You're just gonna starve. Then the house is just an empty husk. You can sort of get away with electricity a little bit. I think that's how the Amish people do it, but it's very, very hard to get away without food. Anyways, it's very heartening to see that the farmer was cited here. Now, I'm not going to say farmers are always going to be in the right. I don't encourage people, especially if you're farmers, to just shove down a bunch of cars near your place. There's also a couple of other strategies that was implemented that I watched earlier, but this is the one that I really, really want to talk about because everyone has seen the viral video, but I don't think anyone has really paid attention to the aftermath, and the aftermath is often more important than the viral video. So I just wanted to talk about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and have yourself a good day. Thank you very much. Later days.